What's up? Thanks for clicking on my video. Earlier today, I was actually contacted by UDM. We've been back and forth, and he asked if I would give a call in to his live show. You can actually check out his channel. I really highly suggest you subscribe if you do any of the food delivery apps. I'll put his channel link in the description. But I called in, we had a brief discussion on the Postmates Paycut. I thought it was very productive. Definitely got more people involved in the conversation. So what's following now is an excerpt from that interview. I'll put the link to the original full video in the description as well. Go check that out.
Let's see who it is. Thank you for calling Gig Talk Live. Who are we speaking to?
This is Paul, Postmates Paul.
Postmates Paul. Guys, this is the guy that I spoke about in yesterday's stream. Postmates Paul, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Just enjoying my day off. How you doing?
I'm good. You know how you said you're enjoying your day off? Wait, do you only do Postmates? Is that all you do?
No. I do a few side gigs. I do Instacart. I do a couple things on Fiverr and just some other stuff. But yeah, I'm taking the day off today, and I did some videos and did some editing, and kind of got myself caught up a little bit, and went and met a friend and hung out and had some dinner. And I'm actually about 10 minutes from home. I was almost thinking I was going to make it before you opened up the lines.
So you're not home yet?
No, but I got the Bluetooth in the air. We're all good.
Oh, man. So how many of you drivers did not turn on your Postmates app today? All right. I asked you guys to show Postmates Paul some support, and now he's calling in. I don't know if he's calling in to kind of like check up to see. But is there, like, apart from the day off, what caused you to want to do something like that? Like, do a video about it and then really dig into the main point. And where did the passion come from?
You know, the passion comes from, you see it, your channel, UDM, is a wide spectrum of all the delivery gigs and all the ride share and all that. And what's going on right now is all these companies are going public, and they're dropping drivers' pay, but they're not cutting any costs really to the customer. And it's getting to the point where you're kind of getting more and more in the corner saying, okay, now where do I go and keep making money doing this kind of stuff? You know, do I have to go back and get a job? You know, and I know a lot of us do this because we enjoy the freedom.
Right.
So I know for a fact that your viewers and even mine were critical of my action of doing it so quickly, not giving time to build up. But what I wanted to do was address it quickly while everyone still was fired up about it. And even though my plan wasn't necessarily to change Postmates pay structure overnight on a Wednesday, my goal was to bring light to the situation, what's going on, because the only thing I really saw on it was several days later. I think the San Francisco Chronicle wrote an article on it, and I believe there was maybe a TechCrunch article on it, and that's about all I saw. So, you know, I had my camera, I had my microphone, and you know how we do it. We just started making videos, and I started getting a lot of traction, and people were really into it, and people were jumping on board, and I saw really positive movement. The passion you saw in that video was definitely the frustration, you know, in just having a pay cut and you know, kind of losing one more good outlet of income. Because it used to be you would drive 10 miles, you'd make, you know, I'm not trying to get all into the money, but you'd make about $13, you know, in driver fees in LA. And now 10 miles gets you about 8, and it just kind of keeps going lower and lower, and it's getting to the point where the gas and the maintenance are almost becoming equal to the pay, and really hoping on the generosity of strangers, of the customers, you know?
Well, you know, while I have you on the phone, and everybody else that do Postmates, or you signed up for the app, you just didn't turn it on, I decided to do like a little math, right? I received a link from one of my subscribers about all the different markets on Postmates and the way the pay has changed across the U.S., right? And I decided, like, you know what? Let me see. I know that drivers are getting paid less, right? Less than the minimum $4 guarantee or whatnot, right? So I said, how much would a driver have to do for them to be making more than that $4 guarantee. So I said, okay, I would have to wait 15 minutes and drive 5 miles, no less than 3 miles, wait 15 minutes at the restaurant, which is not realistic at all, and then I would have to drive no less than 3 miles to the customer for me to actually hit more than $4. I'm like, what? Anything less than that, where we cannot even calculate how far it is before we accept an order, how far is point A to point B. We can't do it because it's just a straight line, right? So I'm like, in order for me to make money or keep my guarantee like I've been making the little side chick money that we call it, I would have to wait 15 minutes at a restaurant and then drive no less than 3 miles? Really? Did you do any of that those calculations?
I did do those calculations, and I came up with just about the same thing. You know, it's ridiculous that you would have to. I mean, that's a lot of your time. 15 minutes is just a ton of time to be sitting around and doing nothing and making 70 or 80 cents or whatever it ends up being. I don't have a calculator in front of me.
It is.
But I have been watching people on Instagram and Twitter reporting that they're doing 2 orders and they're barely making $6, and that's a lot of work to walk in. I know it's simple work, but it's time consuming.
It is.
So I feel that there should be some type of, in California, I believe we have minimum wage at $10.50. I believe there should be some type of $5 guarantee at least, because typically you can make 2 deliveries in an hour. Without batching, where they kind of skip you on more money,
Right. I definitely agree. So is there anything else that you would like to say to the listeners, the viewers at the moment? Right now you have 61 people tuned in. Anything else you want to say to them before we open the lines back up?
I just want to say thank you for all your listeners for being so positive, coming over, giving great comments. There were really no negative trolls or bad comments or anything, and I hope I'm not putting a nail in my own coffin by saying that, but all of your community was really positive and really excellent and had great feedback. So I just want to commend them on that, and I want to open up the show again because I don't want to take it hostage.
Well, I will say this: the fact that you said you don't want to put your own nail in your own coffin, I think you just did. To be honest, the trolls, they waiting for the right time to pounce, man. And I think you just gave them what's his name? Postmates Paul.
Yeah,
we got him.
Don't bother me.
Next.
But Postmates Paul. Trolls don't bother me.
Well, thank you for calling in, brother. Thank you again for the video, and thank you for reaching out to me on Twitter. If this is coming back around again at any given time, like I said, I don't do Postmates full time. I do it every once in a while that I want to multi-app with Uber Eats, and I make a decent amount for the day when I multi-app with it. But since you are Postmates Paul, I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing more Postmates than I ever will. And I think I already subscribed to your channel, but if I didn't, I will. And if this ever comes back around, I'm in your corner, brother. I'm in your corner. That's just what it is. All right?
And out of everyone, you stepped up to the plate. You came to it. So I'm going to end on that note. I'm going to keep watching the show, and have a great night, my man.
All right. Everybody say good night to Postmates Paul. We going to call him Double P. Double P. All right. Deuces. Oh, man. All right, Postmates Paul. That was a catchy name. I'm not going to lie. All right, Postmates Paul. Double P. That's how we going to do it.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Arriba las manos, caballo moreno, penetra tu barrio. Te enseño a rola, rock.